you, and how did you get in here?
I'm a locksmith. And I'm a locksmith.
Microphone working. Huzzah. We love to see that. I believe one of my USB-C ports doesn't work. That's fun. Love to see that. How are you all doing? Gamers, I've done it. For once in my life, I've done it. I said, sorry, no stream today. I'll make it up to you on Friday. And here it is Friday, and I'm streaming. I think that might be a new personal best for me. That rarely ever happened. Enjoy your can of Slim. I am kind of annoyed now because I needed that USB-C port to work. I've got two USB-C ports in the back of my laptop, and now suddenly one of them isn't working, and I had my Stream Deck in one and my microphone in the other. So if one of those now isn't working, I swear this laptop's a piece of shit. But what if I do it that way? You gonna work? No, they're not working. Wicked. It might just be a case of switching off and on again. However, I've long forgotten how to operate my stream without a fucking Stream Deck. So I need to locate a USB-C to USB-A cable. Has after reloading stream 4 times. Christ. Twitch, get with the fucking program. People want to watch the streams. They can't watch the streams if you're being shitheads to them. How are you all doing today? I fucking out, lads, gamers, folks. It's fucking hot today. Christ, it's hot today. It is art. It is an art day. It is an art day because it is mentally Wednesday. Do you have a USB hub? Do I bollocks have a USB hub? Well, I do, but it's in the big PC and it's got everything plugged into it. So I can't just nab that. Be right back. Returned with a new cable. And here I am. Was in London yesterday. I'm sleep deprived. Just got back over an hour late due to traffic on the M1. Fucking hell. There's always bloody something. Then I had bits of fun and sleep on the sofa. Oh, you poor thing. Right, that's boot up now. And now I've got my Stream Deck again and I can run my stream now. Can you believe I used to run this stream off my fucking phone? Couldn't do that. I wasn't driving, it was a coach. I see. Yeah, if you were driving, that would have been. Oh. I've seen you make insane drives in a day before. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people do the big massive drives. Like people in America that've got like fucking 2-hour commutes each way. That ain't for fucking me, man. I can't do that shit. I can't. I can't do that shit at all. Wakefield to London and back is never. Wakefield to London is fucking huge, man. I remember when we did AW All In, it was Liverpool to London, and not only was it Liverpool to London, it was Liverpool to Wembley, and getting into Wembley. Like, obviously we arrived at Euston. I think the train from Liverpool arrives at Euston, and our hotel was slightly outside London in one direction. Obviously, Wembley is slightly outside London, in a direction that was about 15 degrees away from where we were staying, and literally there was no tube connection between those two places. We had to go into the center of London and back out just to go like 15 degrees out of the center. Like, it was insane. So we ended up getting the bus. And then obviously when it kicked out, there was fucking nothing. There was, every fucking bus was rammed because 80,000 people just came out of Wembley Stadium and just all paraded onto the first bus they saw. That was really fucking fun. Never doing that again. AEW can come up to me in Liverpool, please. Yeah, fucking hell of a show. Fantastic fucking show. Ain't doing it again. You could not drag me to Wembley Stadium these days. Honestly, I would have more fun watching All In with my mates on a sofa with some pizza than I would traipsing down to fucking Wembley Stadium to watch it live. I just can't be arsed. I'll go to Liverpool. I might go to Manchester. Probably won't go to Manchester. Definitely go to Liverpool if there's a Liverpool show, but there's never a Liverpool show. So we're doing some art today, but obviously before we do some art, we've got I would say only do it if you're staying on London another day. We were staying in London, but like obviously not city centre of London. We're staying in like a really actually quite dodgy hotel. It was cheap, which is why we went. But yeah, it was not good. Not good. I hate London. I always fucking hated London, but now I live in the north between Manchester and Liverpool, and I'm like, well, now I hate London even more because I've seen two cities that can do it even fucking better. Shall we do some puzzles? Let's do a puzzle, shall we? Let's do a minute cryptic. Glad to be London. I am so glad to be London. Up the fucking north. A mid-range van crashed into circular intersection by Winston. All right, Winston, what you got for us? 2 words, 4-7. Okay, let's open the scribble pad. So, mid-range of van could just be the letter A. Could just be that, like, because obviously mid-range, the middle of van could just be A. However, crashed is an anagram indicator. So is it just mid-range van? Because I think that is the right amount of letters for a 4 and a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So this is it. And it's circular intersection. Obviously it can't be roundabout. Island. That's out. The question mark. Fucking more stuff. I don't like the question mark. Because the question mark usually means they're getting silly with it. So yeah, Manchester and Liverpool so much more relaxed. Fantastic fucking places. Circular intersection question mark means they're getting silly with it. So what could a circular intersection? We've got the word vegan there. What could a circular intersection? I think I can see diagram. Let's put diagram. I see it. Oh, I see it. What is a circular intersection? Venn diagram. That's good shit. I've arrived in the change right up by here. K2B, welcome. You just missed me. Absolutely bang the minute cryptic out of the water. Pew, pew, pew. Venn diagram, because it's a intersection of 2 circles. It's good that. I like that one. Let's get some time. Let's do a time guesser. Ooh, okay. Criddle Albion. Okay, so this is like clearly UK. The IRA is here. Is this Ireland? Because it says it's like got IRA all over it, but then with like there's a sheep. There's a sheep. Criddle Albion, Purity Feeds for all stock. TD Evans, Landra, and S Jones, Bethania. let's think of the length of the IRA. It's Republic or Northern. Thank you for separating it down to the two islands. I don't like that he's looking dead down the lens. That's upsetting. Right. Grimsby? Excuse me, Grimsby? This does look quite 60s. It does look pretty 60s. Is this island in the 60s? Let's go 65. Let's go 65. I can see Swith there. Are we in Wales? Are we actually in Wales? Because I can see Swith, like as in like obviously it's not Aberystwyth. 60s is like the last decade of monochrome cameras for the most part. Understood. There's the LL Andra there. And I can see Swith there. I think we're in Wales. I don't think this is Ireland. I think this is Wales. I obviously not like that's too short to be Aberystwyth. But what are the other Swiths? Show me some more Swiths, please. Was there a lot of IRA presence in Wales? Because there's a lot of IRA in this image. And obviously there's the fucking Grimsby name drop there, but I don't think we're in Grimsby. I think that's just literally, it's a sign. It's an ad. I'm not a photography expert or anything, but my brain is thinks it's based on hospital. Yeah, I mean, we're. I'm going with your gut, KTB. We are. I'm saying 65. I am saying 65, and I'm gonna go out on a limb, and say yeah, it's a port of Wales. I am looking down the port for more Swifts at Cardigan. Fishguard. Fucking Fishguard. Barmouth. Harlock. Crisiath. Abersoch. Botwnid. Holyhead. You're seeing it too, the Swift. SWYTH. You're seeing it too, right? But that doesn't say Aberist. Like that's too short to say Aberist. They could be companies, but the company's Criddle Albion. Oh, I don't know. Bethesda, where they invented Skyrim. I mean, I would say like North Wales. Or am I overthinking it and it is literally just fucking Dublin or something? Or like Dundalk, because it's on the border of Ireland and Northern Ireland. Should we say Dundalk? It does say something with Swords. There's a place called Swords. Love that. Is it the Isle of Man? Is it? Are we playing silly bugs and it's the Isle of Man? Fuck it. I'm gonna lock in here. 71, and it was in Wales. It was in Wales. Oh, my overthinking. It should have paid off. We were in. Not Aberystwyth. Were we in Aberystwyth? We were in fucking Aberystwyth. We were in fucking Aberystwyth. Bastards. An auction underway during celebrations of the 50th anniversary of the Welsh Mountain Sheep Society in Aberystwyth, Wales. 1971. So we were 6 years off. 6 years off ain't bad, but I'm annoyed that I I'm annoyed that I climbed down from my going with my gut and saying Aberystwyth. Okay. On to the other Washington, Mike Dukakis. Right. What does this stuff you want to put a fresh coat on? White House paint? Okay. Peace plan, yes, Contras there. So this is Mike Dukakis. Is Pike Place? Oh, Pike Place. Is Pike Place Chicago? Is Pike Place Chicago? Am I stupid? Is Pike Place Chicago or New York? Americans in chat, sound off. Is Pike Place America or is Pike Place Chicago or New York? Because I definitely recognize Pike Place. Chicago 1980s, lock it in. Okay. Is that because of Mike Dukakis? It does not look like New York. No, fucking Pike Place is Seattle. Because it was in a fucking Brutal Moose video. Pike Place is in Seattle. Pike Place is in Seattle because there was a Brutal Moose video where he went to Pike Place and he bought the Cosmic Crisp apples. We are in Seattle. I don't know where in Seattle Pike Place is. Space Needle Country. Pike Place. Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's the sign. That's the fucking sign. We saw it. Show me the sign again. There. That is that. Well, it's not quite that, but it's the same fucking. It's that. Boom. So we're on the money. We're on the money. Pike Place Market. When was Mike Dukakis? When was Mike Dukakis? Americans in chat. Seattle really brings out your accent. Seattle? Does it? I don't have an accent. Fuck off. Can we get a look at some of the fashion? We can get. It's a lot of this. A lot of this. I like the chutzpah on this person. A lot of this. A little bit of this. Some of this. Looks like fucking Tony Schiavone. Got fucking Tony Schiavone over here. Americans, help. When was Mike Dukakis? Now it says peace plan yes, Contras no. And Contras is Contras Iran Contra? Yeah. Is that Iran Contra? And that was a Reagan thing, wasn't it? So is this late 80s? Mid 80s? Now it says vote Mike twice. So did he run for president at some point? Yeah, onto the other Washington. Because they're in Seattle, Washington, and they want him to go to Washington D.C. So this is a Mike Dukakis presidential thing. Vote Mike twice might have just been like he ran twice. Apples. Like this is a presidential thing because it's onto the other Washington. That sign means it's a presidential rally. So, learning a lot today. What are you learning today? What am I learning today? When was the election? Okay. Elections. This is clearly 80s. Look at it. It's got that 80s stank on it. Look at these fucking cameras. 80s elections were 84 and 88. Yeah, 84 and 88. So, I want to say 87 because he is running for the 88 election. Pike Place Market. Let's fucking go. Oh, 1 year, 50 meters. God. Oh, banging. Fucking banging. Oh. Soul Reed 88. So 88. It was 88. But I fucking deep pull Brutal Moose. Thank you, Brutal Moose, for letting me know where Pike Place is. Ooh. Something very different. Am I even been alive during that? I was not alive during that. What is this building? It looks like a mosque of some variety. Are we in judging by? Okay, do not judge me for judging by their hats, but I'm thinking Morocco. Could this? Now I might be way off. There's a lot of fezzes, which is why I'm thinking Morocco. Am I right in that? Is Fez a Morocco thing? I believe when I went to Epcot, they were selling fezzes in the Morocco stand. And I know that Walt Disney would never lie to me. Pre-partition India. Ooh, that's a very intelligent answer that I would not have pulled. I just went Fez. So pre-partition India is still India. Fizz. Where's Morocco? And also buildings. What this architectural style? Morocco's North Africa. Thank you, Kona. Marrakesh. Morocco is around the Med. I've been around the Med. It's nice. Very, very fucking hot. I'm leaning more towards Morocco than India. Looking at the outfits, the general sort of vibe. I don't know. I'm not getting India from these buildings. I'm not getting India from this like general architecture. But when is the big 40s? That's very early. Yeah, architecture does not feel South Asia. Doesn't really feel Asia at all. I'm gonna be a real dum-dum if this is completely off the mark, especially how I fucking nailed the Mike Dukakis presidential rally in Pike Place. Fuck it. I'm gonna say Marrakesh, 1947. But I was a little bit off. I also have utterly shite geography skills. Do not worry. Muslims gathered at the Dome of the Rock grounds in British Mandate Jerusalem during the funeral of Indian Muslim leader Maulana Muhammad Ali, a pivotal figure in the Indian independence movement, pictured 17 years before the establishment of the State of Israel. Not a great score. We were in pre-Israel Jerusalem. Panda! Right. Pre-partition Israel. Panda! Okay. China? South Korea? Panda? 80s is a very good shout. 80s is a very good shout. I'm gonna say early 80s. Maybe 82 maybe. Judging by this getup, that's South Korea. Yeah, maybe. I'm just looking at the general faces, and we're definitely in that area of the world, unless this is like, you know, a bunch of tourists in London Zoo. You can tell the decades by the look of it. Yeah, there's like a vague aura of each decade's like camera technology and stuff, and this is definitely sort of that late 80s. The guy on the left looks quite 90s white guy. Little this guy, a little bit. I see it, but I don't think this is the 90s. I think this is a little bit new for the 90s. China more likely because of the panda. And if we're in China, we're probably in Beijing, right? There's got to be zoos in Beijing. There's got to be zoos in Beijing. Like this is clearly just a zoo. The low. Okay. I am tempted to say earlier than later because of the low amount of safety in this enclosure. That fucking panda could just crawl out of this enclosure if it wanted to, right? Granted, I don't fucking know how you determine a modern photo. You like generally for modern photos, you're looking at phones. You're looking at if you're good at sports teams and you can grab a like a sports jersey. You can get a sponsor. Pandas do go crazy. Pandas go crazy over Kit Kats. Yes. I'm gonna say 1980 Beijing. U.S. First Lady Pat Nixon. Fucking hell. That was U.S. First Lady Pat Nixon. That was Richard Nixon's wife. And none of you told me. Apparently we were in Beijing, though. We were in Beijing. 8 years away, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen Richard Nixon's wife. Well, I have now. But before this, I don't think I'd ever seen Richard Nixon's wife. Next up. Final round. Well, I can tell we're before 1945. Can definitely give you 1940. I don't know what they're signing, but there is an alive Hitler, and that does narrow it down to pre-1945. There's iron crosses. There's a full-on swastika. Who were the people signing? Do you know this? Do you know this man? Do you know this man? This man looks suspiciously like Stephen Miller. Just gonna put that there. That man looks suspiciously like Stephen Miller. Do you know this man? Do you know this man? Joke. It's time to brush off your World War II GCSE history. Miller does model himself on this twat right here. Which, you know, look at the tapestry. What's the tapestry telling you? Sure. Pre-1939 is most likely, unless this is Germany. This could be Germany, because when was the Nazi Party formed? Because he is wearing a swastika. So it can't be that pre-war, because he's clearly in charge and he's clearly wearing a swastika. He became the leader in 1933. Okay. So this could be pre-war. I mean, it could. Yeah. Yeah. Who was in charge before? Had power. Death of Hindenburg's 33-34. Goebbels is behind him. I appreciate that you didn't even attempt to spell Goebbels properly, because I wouldn't know how to either. He was a big part of the 1936 Olympics. This is actually quite tough because I know that we can get this. I know that we can get this. Okay. I have done a little bit of outside research, and I have Googled Paul von Hindenburg. He has a very prominent mustache that is nowhere in this image. Except, might be that in the curve. Hindenburg didn't wear glasses. So I don't think this is Hindenburg signing over power. Unless he's just not in this image for some reason. How young is it? I mean, he looks about as you know him. He's just sort of there. He's not signing anything. He's not signing anything. Always remember, chat, when Googling something you're in search, remind say, always remember, chat, don't fucking use Google anymore. When I say Googling, I mean that as a generic verb. I'm searching on startpage.com, but that doesn't verb away. I think this is him becoming chancellor. I mean, if he's becoming chancellor, that's got to be 1933 Berlin, right? I ain't Googling shit. The generic verb to Google just means to look things up on the internet now. It does not mean to use Google. I am as de-Googled as I could possibly be. The German government building was in Weimar. German government building was in Weimar. Was it? Okay, so where's Weimar? Where is Weimar? Germany goes down lower than I thought it did. You want to do 43? Okay, so we've got some 42s, we've got some 43s. The prevailing theory between Abel and Neil is this is him becoming chancellor in 1933. Where is the I assumed I just assumed that it would be in Berlin because that is where you do stuff. Is it fucking where the fuck's Weimar? Fuck's Weimar. Weimar? Definitely pronounced Weimar. World War II. I mean, yeah, because look where we are. Ignore the fact that I got an email. I forgot to close my emails. In fact, let's close that window now. I don't want to be doxxed by my emails. Is the Weimar? Is it Munich? It can't be Munich. I have a feeling it might just be before the war in 39. Is this what? Just like a declaration of war thing? Where's the fucking building? Could have been one of the fake non-aggression pacts. Would that be early or would that be late? Okay. He's wearing like the thing that he wore when he was chancellor. So I think he's like already in charge at this point in the photo. Like when you see like stock footage of Hitler, he's dressed like this. So I think this is his like his leader garb, you know. He's got the double-breasted jacket and the big fucking he's wearing the cross. That I want to say that means he's in charge. But where was his? Because people around both signing. Okay, we've got this dude. They are different. They are different uniforms, like with different like patterns on them, different things. So is this a cross country thing? Because there seems to be. It would be really funny if we put in this much effort and got it wrong. We're not gonna get it perfect. We're not gonna get it perfect at all. I am. No one in the image is looking at him. Does this mean like this is like 44? End of the war? When they're like, maybe they're like signing in the new guy? Because am I right in thinking they basically installed a new Führer at the end just to surrender? Or am I conflating that with something else? This is okay. You're saying early. He was okay. Yeah, he wasn't alive. Yeah, he was in the bunker. He was in the bunker. He wasn't alive for signing a new guy. Yeah, that's true. He was too busy. He's also clearly not stressed out and in a K-hole. I still can't see Weimar, and maybe I'm just being real stupid. But maybe I am. Maybe I'm just stupid. Fuck it. I'm just gonna center of Germany 1933. I know we could spend a lot of time on this, but I'm no historian. Let's go. 1939. Hitler and Mussolini. 1939. I thought for a second it's one of these Mussolini. Signing the Pact of Steel in the New Reich Chancellery Building in Berlin. Abel, you told me to get out of Berlin. God damn it. Formalizing the 1936 alliance known as the Rome-Berlin Axis. 39 in Berlin. I had both of those locked in at one point, and I moved away from them because I thought that I was stupid. God damn. 34,299 out of 50,000. That's not too bad. We did absolutely fucking boss bitch that one in Seattle. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, gamers. Now let's it's time for the main event, gamers. It's time for the main event. I just need to check. Were you like hearing music at any point in there? When we were gaming, were you hearing music at all? No music. Oh shit. I bungled the audio. Let me. You should have been hearing. You should have been hearing music. Jesus Christ. Right. Let's get this back. So now, if we try again, now you should be able to be hearing music. No? Yeah, there it is. There's the music. Wicked. Okay. No, not been hearing any music at all. That's that. Oh, I hate that. I fucking bungled. I had the audio set up just fine, and then I futzed with it. And futzing with it is futzing with it has been my downfall. So we're about to do a spin the wheel and design a logo thing. If you've never been here for one of these streams before, what it is basically, I've got this big wheel of a whole bunch of did you finally cut the sleeves off your Captain Nemo? I did not cut the sleeves off. I've not cut the sleeves off yet. I may cut the sleeves off and then order myself a new one if I prefer it with the sleeves. Isn't it a year since you started these? Is it a year? Is it a year since the wheel? That would be big, man. That would be real big. So, if you've never been for a wheel stream before, we have a big wheel, a whole bunch of fictional companies and products and brands, things like Red Team and Blue Team from TF2, things like the company from the Venture Brothers, things like the Daily Bugle, that kind of shit. And whenever we do one of these streams, we spin the wheel. Wherever the wheel lands, we design a new logo for that company. There is also a redeem in the downstairs. I can't remember what it's called. There is a redeem in the downstairs, in the redeems thing, a channel point redeem where you can add something to the wheel. Here is where I give you your final countdown. If you would like to add something to the wheel, add it, redeem that right now, or you'll miss your chance to maybe spin it in this very stream, because as soon as you redeem, it goes straight onto the wheel, completely automated. So if you've got anything to add to the wheel, do it now. I should have maybe said that before I did all these things, because now I just have to sort of fill time while one of you might have a suggestion. But I'm sure the wheel has so many fucking things on it that it's fine if do it now. Forever hold your peace until approximately next week, maybe Wednesday, maybe Friday, depending on how it goes. hello, bastard. Welcome in. Welcome to your Wednesday, Friday. Let's spin the wheel. Let's spin the fucking wheel. It's been a while since I pressed this button. Let's spin the fucking wheel. Ooh, oh, Mr. Ink. Oh, we've already done Mr. Oh no, we haven't done Mr. Ink. We've done Monsters Inc. Fist of Justice. Okay. For those of you that don't know Fist of Justice, Fist of Justice is from the latest Pokemon game, Pokemon Legends ZA. Let's go over to the Bulbapedia screen. You all know how I feel about Bulbapedia. Fuck Bulbapedia. All Pokemon wikis are kind of shit. The streams behind Twitch, but I've got the wheel like legal of it. 80-10 right now, and I'm so good at it. I'm like the best. You are the best lawyer ever in the world. If I ever get into legal trouble, you're going to be the one that I come and talk to. So Fist of Justice is an organization operating inside of Lumio City. The organization campaigns for the removal of wild zones, so that the people of Lumio City can truly coexist with Pokemon. So, if you've not played Legends ZA, basically the big company, the big sort of overarching megacorp that sort of runs everything, Quasartico, they have opened up these things called Wild Zones. Wild Zones are the only places in the city where Pokemon are allowed to be. And they seem to just be able to open up these Wild Zones wherever the fuck they want without asking the people that live in the places where they're opening the Wild Zones, without asking the people who run the businesses, without asking like anybody. They just seem to open these Wild Zones fucking anywhere. Like one's just in a graveyard. And the Fist of Justice, or just Justice, as my thing says. Get over here, Fist of Justice. Thank you. And Fist of Justice is trying to close all the Wild Zones down and just sort of have everywhere be a Wild Zone. Because they don't want to kick all the Pokemon out. They kind of want to make everywhere a Wild Zone, so the Pokemon are free to roam wherever they want. So the people can't, because they say that people can't properly coexist with the Pokemon if the Pokemon are quarantined to certain areas. When I wake up at 4 a.m, my street is now considered a Wild Zone. When I'm on my way to work at 6:30, my street got turned into a Wild Zone during the night, and there's an Alpha Houndoom running for my ass because I have a particularly tasty looking bacon sarnie or a particularly tasty looking ass. Quasartico was such a fucking missed opportunity. Because one, They're called Quasartico. Their color is green. Their main guy. Okay, let me find Quasartico. Quasartico. Okay, they're called Quasartico. Right, remember that, Quasartico. Their main guy, Vinny, wears a lot of green. There's these patches on his back and these like sideburns, right? Look at the sideburns. Look at the company name, Quasartico, and look at the sideburns. They're kind of like these sideburns on Mega Ray Quasar. And it took until the fucking DLC, for them to put Rayquaza. We're all just going to call him Rayquaza. His name's Rayquaza. Why is he... Okay, I've not played the DLC because I didn't even buy the fucking game. And the torrent I got didn't come with the DLC. But is Quasartico responsible for bringing Rayquaza? I don't think so. I think that they really fucking missed a trick. Alright. Ray. Okay, look. Hyperspace Lumia stops expanding. Team MZ decides to focus on making Anxious Dream of catching Rayquaza a reality. There's no, like, Quasartico, Rayquaza. There's no fucking link between the two. Insane. Absolute missed trick. Missed fucking trick. It was right there. It wrote itself. Vinny at no point goes, haha, I'm secretly the bad guy. Here's my Mega Rayquaza. It would have been like 3 games in a row. Maybe not in a row. I don't remember Scarlet and Violet at all. It would have been like 3 games in quick succession where they went, I say quick succession. Ether Foundation was about 10 years ago, maybe even longer than that. But it would have been three mainline games where they went, yo, big company, main guy's evil. Legendary Pokemon. Is Rayquaza a space thing? I mean, his name is Quasar. His name is literally Rayquaza. He is sort of from space. Yeah, I think in fucking Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire's Delta episode, he does like come from space. He's like in space. And you go to space. They released a fucking infographic that says, yo, did you like... It was like on one of the screens at a Pokemon VGC where like the Pokemon World Championships or something. It was on one of the screens. Did you know it's actually pronounced Rayquaza? No, it's fucking Rayquaza. Everyone I know pronounces it Rayquaza. Rayquaza. Yeah, like if you look into the name origins, it is Reku and Quasar. Ray, as in like space rays, light rays, and Quasar. It's a space guy, and it's like black and spacey in its shiny form. Maybe he really just really likes Rayquaza. Maybe he really likes Rayquaza. Maybe he has a Rayquaza and doesn't easy. If he had a Rayquaza, I wanted to see that fucking Rayquaza before the end of the game. I didn't see it. Vinny, man, he's just a fucking anthropomorphized Rayquaza. His partner Pokemon was a fucking Drampa. Mega Drampa of that. Which kind of has the same color scheme, but it's a different shade of green. he has got little guys on his head. Got a little Pancham, a little Baneri on his head. I do like the little guys on his head. I do like his little top knot. But yeah, we're not talking about Quasartico today. We're talking about the Fist of Justice. The Fist of Justice, another sort of dropped ball. They're just kind of karate guys. Just kind of karate guys. They campaign for the removal of wild zones, but they're just kind of karate guys. And this is their current logo, I think. They use fighting types, they use ghost types. Ivor is their head, and Gwyn is their assistant. Ivor makes the life of everyone around him way harder. But he has a phalanx, and I love phalanx. And I love mega phalanx because it's all those guys turned into one guy. And this guy has to hold up the other guy, and he's like, oof, owie, my arms. I like that this guy turns into a shield. Phalanx is great. And then there's Gwyn, who's the ghost type. Her partner Pokemon is again one that she dresses up like Chandelure. Oof, owie, my arms. Yeah. Oof, owie, my arms. So yeah, the logo is apparently the letters J and E, which are the starting and ending letters of justice, which is fucking stupid if you ask me. In Japan, they're just called the Club of Justice. That's so much lamer than Fist of Justice. Yeah, this is our current logo. So let's grab this. Grab this, drop this into Illustrator. Let's do an image trace on it, just so we can get rid of that black. Thank you. Let's have that as a vector, please. It also looks like kanji. Yeah, it is the kanji for. It is the kanji for this, which is part of the first part of the justice. So it's kind of like the kanji for justice and the English letters for justice. I mean, it is still kind of lame. Okay. There's also a fist in there. A very stylized fist. It's also a fist in there. It's not terrible, but it's not, it's not best. They're just referred to as an organization. I would stretch to say that they're not just an organization. They are in fact because they want justice. They're going for they're a resistance. Like what's the word I'm looking for? They put on they do protests. They fight for a cause. I feel like it's the first and last letter of justice. They don't have to make kanji to us. Maybe you might. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. What's I'm looking for? They are. Is it just an org? Are they just is organization just the one? But yeah, they. So let's have a look at some for inspiration. Let's have a look at what some other people in the sort of resistance activist organization. That's what I look at. Activist organization. Activist organization. Let's have a look at what some other activist organizations are doing with their logos. Big first one is Amnesty. Amnesty International, big one. Amnesty. That'll get me where I need to go. So Amnesty's logo is this really nice flame with the barbed wire. It's very striking. They're using very bold colors. Let's have a look at some other ones. Let's have a look at, say, like, what is Greenpeace? Is Greenpeace still a thing? What's the Greenpeace's logo? Is this thing? This is kind of, I think, where we want to be going with this, it is kind of shit. It is shit. Don't get me wrong. It is shit. Amnesty's is great. It's striking. It's bold. Greenpeace's is wank. But then it was the style at the time, and it still very much is. If you are doing a green activism part, like organization or political party, your logo needs to have a silhouette of the planet in it. Take a look at the Green Party. I enjoy Zach Polanski. I do not enjoy their logo. Let's take a look at some others. So social orgs don't have good logos because a lot of people that do what I do are corporate bastards. I will design a better logo for your social org if I agree with your ideology. Never seen so. It's fucking look, bastard. I need you to leave this Salad Fingers hand alone. Maybe Salad Fingers is really into keeping the coral reef alive. Maybe Salad Fingers is really into they're Salad Fingersy. Activist org logos. Why not treat the logo Salad Fingers? You're so right. Right, here's a bunch of them. We've got Habitat for Humanity, we've got Meals on Wheels, we've got Catholic charities, American Red Cross. This is a weird collection. Goodwill. Fuck off Girl Scouts. It is low res. It's like 12 pixels. We can find a better one than this. We can find a better one than this. See, I want to avoid raised fist. I want to avoid rose. I want to avoid shaking hands. I want to maybe avoid bird. I heard speaking of bird logos, somebody described the Lib Dems logo to me the other day as a bird made out of banana peels, and I will never see it any other way. It's a bird made out of banana peels. That not relevant, but I just thought that you would like to have the Liberal Democrats Party logo ruined. What does Lumio City look like from overhead? Lumio City. The Libo demos. This is what Lumio. It's a Pokeball. It's Pokeball. Lumio City is already a Pokeball. You can't put a Pokeball in a Pokeball. That's just called being a Voltorb. Big round line through the middle. It's a Pokeball. You can't put a Pokeball in a Pokeball. Once again, that's just a Voltorb. Imagine building a perfectly round city. That feels like it makes a lot of sense, but it just doesn't. Because if you need to get from like here, it's like, oh, you can get from anywhere to anywhere really easily. But if you want to get from here to here, you can either go this way, which is like not a direct route, or this way, which is even less of a direct route. You need to go straight. Round city does sound like hell. It's not. It's kind of. It's in the anime. It's an octagonal city. Like we could focus on the tower somewhat. But like Lumio's tower seems to be round city. Sounds walkable. Round city not walkable. Round city does sound walkable, but round city not walkable unless there's really, really good pedestrian infrastructure. And there's not. There's roads and there's taxis. Again, we could focus on the tower. The tower might be a good thing to focus on because right now, Fist of Justice are just a Lumio City thing. Their logo does kind of bow in and out like the tower, so that's something to think about. Yeah, there is also anti-homeless benches in Lumio City. What would be the worst place shape for a city? The line. Was it Neom that was the city that is a big line? Terrible idea. Absolutely horseshit idea. Lumia City hostile architecture. Lumia City does have the hostile architecture. According to everyone who tries to drive through. Again. Okay. This might be one of my most extreme takes, but absolutely fuck cars. I do not care about the opinions of drivers when it comes to infrastructure, city planning, public transport, or just sort of anything. Just absolutely fuck cars. Just absolutely fuck cars. Every single movement that makes driving less convenient than public transport is a good move. Every single movement that makes owning a car harder than just getting the train is a good move. Cars do not grant you independence. They gate you in. Absolutely fuck cars. Eileen, you see, we don't use a grid or block system, so even walking is inconvenient if you're not familiar. It's fucking point I'm making. My point is that everyone gets fucking lost. I mean, yeah. Does Boston not use a grid system? I mean, nowhere in the UK uses a grid system. We're fine. I've never been to Boston, so I can't tell you what the navigation in the city is. But like, I've never gotten lost because the city doesn't use a grid system. But then again, I've spent all my life in cities that don't use grid systems. Fucking cars does sound painful, but also like I just absolutely fuck cars. Just absolutely fuck cars. Milton Keynes is built on a roundabout system. Yeah, Milton Keynes can get in the fucking bin. Milton Keynes can get in the fucking bin. What an absurd city. What an absurd fucking place. Don't give me the WWE logo. Thank you. I wanted the panda. Oh, it used to be wonky. And now it's less wonky. Just envisioning Milton Keynes. Just throw all of Milton Keynes in the bin. And while you're at it with the pre-designed city, Poundbury also get in the bin. Weird city, weird place, Poundbury. Flying cars is a bad idea. No, we still have the cobblestone roads in some places. Fuck yeah, I love a cobblestone road. Not great for wheelchairs. I did have to push an old man in a wheelchair through Rome. That wasn't fun. Not fun in the slightest. Because those cobblestone roads do not go well with wheelchairs. I love hearing people who aren't from Boston complain about navigating Boston. It's so much fucking hilarious. Like, humanitarian. That's the fucking word. Can't navigate, but I fucking always navigate by landmarks. I don't know the names of the streets that I fucking live on, and I've lived here for nearly 4 years. But I know I live just near X shop, and to get to the train station, I turn after Big Tesco. I don't need to know the names of streets. I'm a landmark kind of navigator. Like when I go into Liverpool, I know to get to the docks. I go out the train station and I go towards the Greggs. I go past the Hooters. Never been in the Hooters, but I did find it very funny that there was a Hooters, and that lodged itself in my head. And then you go past the Hooters, and then you're at the Beatles statue. And then you're on the docks. There are other landmarks, but yeah. I'm a landmark navigator. I am entirely a landmark navigator. These search results kind of suck. Boston is also kind of worse to navigate the Fallout 4 leave. Those have been yeah, that happens whenever you see any any place that's been reconstructed into a game. Like Manhattan in Spider-Man 2, or the entirety of the world in the Truck Sim games. They crunch down the boring bits, and they crunch down the boring bits, and it make the interesting bits more interesting. There's a there is a Hooters in Liverpool. They sometimes they do wrestling shows there, which I think is very funny. Let's just click on some random Oxfam. What is the Oxfam logo? Hot take, I really like the Oxfam logo. It's interesting because it is an O and an X, but it also looks like a guy, and it's a people charity. It's a good logo. Oxfam doing it right. And it's a bit clean and corporate. But I see what they're going for. And I quite like it. I do see the unsettling vibes. Boston Rots is car hating city by design. Oldest person refused to adapt for crime infrastructure, and I love it. Fuck yeah. Just absolutely fuck cars. Just absolutely fuck cars. The customer I had when I worked in the shop was originally from Nigeria, and moved to a cultural difference was how people in Nigeria navigated by go down the street till you get to this church, and down the street to the other church. From the UK, it's in the 70s, and it's like go down the street till you go to the pub, then down the street to the other pub. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right, innit? That's pretty bob on. Pretty bob on. That's a very pretty logo. I don't know what it means, but it's pretty, and it's pro Gaza, which is nice. How do you think Nintendo would react if I put the Fist of Justice in with these orbs? I think they'd like it. I'm giving the Fist of Justice way more than Nintendo ever did by classifying them as a humanitarian organization. It's just in Fallout 4 you can't move 10 steps without someone attacking you. That's yeah. I've never played a Fallout game. They're just kind of not my vibe. Okay. Animal charities. Give me animal charities. Not anima. I don't want an animal charity. I don't want an animal charity. I want animal charities. Wikipedia. Please and thank you. Animal charities. Fallout Boston is like if Boston was more evil. Give me RSPCA. Give me the Rustapa. What is the RSPCA's logo? Wow, that fucking sucks. That's horse shit. That's absolute horse shit. Pokemon isn't fully owned by Nintendo. It's owned by the Pokemon Hollywood. Yeah. It's Nintendo, it's Game Freak, and it's Creatures Inc. I believe. But it's all just Nintendo in different hats. That's a absolute wank logo and an eye-searing blue. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. RSPB. RSPB. That is a nicer logo. Maybe animal rights charity. No, we're not basing on a fucking PETA logo. PETA can get in there. Hey Peter, you can get in the fucking bin. RSPB. The Royal Society of Personal Bests. It's a speedrunning charity. What is the Animal Kingdom Foundation? Why is that the first one? Why is that why is a Filipino charity or about not eating dogs? Weird one to have at the top of the list, not in any like subgroup. Animal conservation organizations. Give me fish conservation organizations. Deep Sea Fishing Coalition. No logo. No logo at all. Infinity Pokemon Company actually has restricted Nintendo from doing certain things to Pokemon IPO with it. I mean, that's good. It's good that they're not just Nintendo in a different hat. I was kind of playing silly buggers with that. I remember when I used to work editing for a YouTube channel about Pokemon, and whenever we had this like collection of, somebody had like puppet warp to the Sugimori artwork for all of the Pokemon, so that they had a little bit of animation around them when they were on the screen. It was really cute, it was really neat. But whenever we had a video that was actually sponsored by Nintendo, not only would they not let us use those artworks at all, we had to use the still images. We weren't allowed to edit them at all. We weren't even allowed to flip them. We weren't even allowed to mirror the images. So when there is a Pokemon that naturally has, because when you're framing and editing any set, when you're framing and editing any sort of YouTube video, you kind of want to draw lines of focus towards the person that's talking. So say I'm on a real tangent now, but I'm here, I'm doing it. So when you're why is that still up? That's fine. So you want to be drawing lines towards the center of the image, right? So you want to be drawing lines to the center of the image or to the person that's talking, because they are the point of focus. So when there is a Pokemon that naturally has a line of focus that comes from the corner into the person talking, you want to and to get that line of focus, you have to flip the image. If you have the image unflipped, it looks really wrong. The whole frame is weighted just bad, and like nobody like knows actively that this is the reason that it looks weird, but people can just tell. People just can tell that something is weird, something is happening that is off. But we weren't allowed to even mirror the image to make the frame look nicer. We had to use the arts as they were given to us. No editing, no animating, nothing at all. They are fucking dire about that shit. This is a really fucking good logo. I don't think I can do anything like this under the time constraints that I set myself in these streams, especially with all the fucking waffling I've done. But good lord, that's beautiful, isn't it? That's beautiful. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It's got land, sea, air, crabs. It makes a little star. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolute beautiful logo. All of your major food groups: land, sea, air, and crabs. Fist of Justice. We're an hour 20 in. We've not even started designing Fist of Justice yet. So they're kind of animal conservation. So we can have a look at the tower. Now, an easy thing to do would be to ape Amnesty International, do the tower with the barbed wire. What Pokemon says Lumio City? What Pokemon is the most Lumio City? Like, is it Floette? Is it Go-Goat? Because like Go-Goat is like the taxis. Is it Dedenne because it's Clemont, the gym leader? Okay, again, Furfrou is a good shout. Furfrou. Like, Go-Goat is a big one. Furfrou is a big one. So using one of those, I think, would be a good call. During daytime, during nighttime. That's so shit. That is so shit. What the fuck, Bulbapedia? That's so shit. But yeah, I think Furfrou or Like Furfrou or Go-Go. And let's have a look at Furfrou. What can we do with Furfrou? So Furfrou is this lovely little poodle thing. And if we go down to it, it's got all these nice trims, which is lovely. Is there a head-on image of a Furfrou anywhere? No, not even the Troze ones are head-on. That's disappointing, if I'm honest. Can I see more Furfrous? Can I see more? Show me. I demand to see more Furfrou. I'm going to be honest with you. My hot take. All of the 30th anniversary logos look shite. The 30th anniversary logo looks like shite. And just going, hey, look, we took stock out of your Pokemon and put it in the zero. That it's so lazy. Just so they could go, we have 1,000 logos for Furfrou. We have 1,000. We have 1,000 logos for 30th anniversary. That's gorgeous. Why did they turn Furfrou into a cunty witch? That's so cool. Which Pokemon hates the homeless? I mean, looking at Furfrou, maybe Furfrou hates the homeless. It is a bit poncy. What is your favorite video game anniversary logo? I have limited Pokemon knowledge, but Geodude is made for Fist of Justice on paper. It is just fists. But it's not fighting or ghost type, and they use fighting and ghost type. Maybe we should be focusing on a fighting or ghost type Pokemon. What is your favorite video game anniversary logo? Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! 30th anniversary logo. I think it's this one. Again, all of the all of these are really nah. Forgive me, I'm gonna click a Reddit then. That I think is really cool. Why not make it a Phalanx? That'll be pretty sweet actually. What was Pokemon 25th? What is the Pokemon 25th logo? This one was neat. It's just all like all the starters. All the starters coming up to make a Pikachu. That one kind of boring, but I dig the illustration. It's really not, you're really not helping. But sometimes we don't make a logo and we just dick about. What's Ivor's Pokemon? Ivor's Pokemon is the Phalanx. Maybe we should use the Phalanx. If Phalanx's face didn't look like an ass, if Phalanx's face didn't look like a butt, we would use Phalanx's face. Why do you it's Phalanx? Because the main part of Phalanx is okay. You tell me that is not butt shaped. You tell me that isn't butt shaped. I love. Okay, how do you say phalanx? Phalanx. But that isn't phalanx. But this isn't. Okay. You're taking the fa from phalanx and the link because it links together. So it's phalanx. It's phalanx. Phalanx? No. I've heard phalanx and I've heard phalanx. Phalanx is insane. I used to say phalanx, but that sound just sounded too much like phalanx, so I've started saying phalanx. So unlike regular phalanx, the 6 members that form regular phalanx are equal in size. The brass and 2 of the troops grow larger, with the brass being the largest. The members that form phalanx to humanoid formation is said to be ultimate battle formation. It will be achieved with strong bonds between the troopers and the brass. The middle trooper's back horn is larger for the body. Varying a seemingly pained expression because of this. Oof, owie, my arms. For links, I think the links. I mean, I don't think it's ever been said out loud by an official source, and if it has, I've not been listening. So there's no way for us to know. But I enjoy saying for links. I think there might be something we can do with Phalanx. I think Phalanx, because because Fist of Justice is a protection thing. The only thing is, it's not very forgive my use of this word. It's not very fisty. Phalanx is not a very fisty Pokemon. Doesn't have a big fist. Other British people I know say Phalanx. I'm just wrong. It's not very fisty. It doesn't have a big fist. Doesn't like fisting. But I think Phalanx, because it's the leader's top guy. It's the top guy's top guy. It might be a good shout, especially the Mega form. But the thing is, like, the shield would be a good shout, but it's just like a Captain America ass. Fucking Captain America ass boring bullshit. That's honestly kind of cute. One thing Scarlet and Violet did right is these Pokedex images. They're great. They're in training. They're in training. And they're a fucking train. That's so good. You could make it holding a really simplified Lumiose. We could. Ooh. Maybe there's something here. Maybe there's something in. Maybe there's something in this and this. Captain America ass boring ass bullshit. That would describe Brand New World. Yeah. Maybe there's something in the shield and the Lumiose circle. So going back to the Minute Cryptic, it's a Venn diagram. I don't know what, because it's just kind of 3 circles. Is that Phalanx in Pokemon? Or is that Pokedex in Pokemon language? Lumiose dumbed down to its main streets is it's a Pokeball shape. Lumiose dumbed down to its main streets is that. Which I understand isn't a Pokeball shape. But it's a Decagon with 5 big alleys. So let's just do some dicking around. Let's dick around and draw some shit. I tell you, I've been making bangers lately. Like my day job, I've been making fucking bangers lately. Let's see. Okay, so it's circle in the middle, and then doot, and doot. So let's go circle in the middle. Yeah, I think there's something in the using the links, but get there when we get there. Get there when we get there. There were different colors on the alleys. Yeah, the alleys all have different colors. 4 of them have different colors. But I'm back from shopping. We're having fun. We're having fun. We're doing Fist of Justice, which I believe was a U-Pick demo. And I said it was like all of these things. And also maybe we're doing Phalanx. Maybe Phalanx is what we're doing. Let's grab a Phalanx and put it down. And maybe a Mapalumios. Maybe we'll grab a Mapalumios. Phalanx, like, I love Phalanx. Phalanx is great. What a team! What a group of guys! What a bunch of lads! It was either Phalanx, Furfru, or Go-Go, but I think the fact that it was fighting type led me to pick Lynx. And you know, it's Ivor's main guy. It's the top guy's top guy. So, Bastard suggesting putting Lumious in a Pokeball, but it is a Pokeball in itself, because everything's a Pokeball in this fuck ass game. I want a Phalanx plushie. I have good news for you, K2B. You can get a plushie of literally every single fucking Pokemon at the Pokemon Center, I think. They even do all of the different unknowns, because my mate got, it was the guy I used to edit with. You have a Phalanx plushie. That's so cool. My mate that I was an editor for, one of his perks for like doing a sponsored video, like he obviously got paid for it as well, but like one of the perks was that he got a bunch of money to spend at the new Pokemon Center that was opening, so he could show off what was in there. And he decided to buy every single unknown plushie because he was a fucking dork. So, actually, let's do this properly. Yeah, this might be nothing. We're just sort of fucking around right now. We're in the fuck around and find out. We're in the fuck around stage. We'll get to the find out stage if it's any good. Right. 36 times 2 is 72. And then we want to shift D? No, not shift D. Ahoy, ahoy, Jedi. How you doing? Good to see you again. Welcome to Circle. Welcome to this is a really simplified Lumia C. We'll make a logo for our good friends over at the Fist of Justice. Shout out to the any big fisters in chat. I immediately regret that. So this is your simplified Lumios. We're going to just toy with. What if we cut all of this out? Then we're left with this interesting shape. Those Justice Fisters. Could we? It does kind of make a star in the middle. But like, oh, of course, I think it's that start. Would using maybe like two of these? It's a little bit TF2. A little bit TF2. It's taking an awful lot of, I'm glad you're being well behaved. Would using like is using one of these as a basis too abstract? Do you reckon? Everything is TF2, but more accurately, everything is wrestling. Everything is wrestling. Zach's been playing Tears of the Kingdom. And the final spoilers to Tears of the Kingdom, but it came out like fucking years ago. The final Master Koga fight in Tears of the Kingdom is a fucking exploding barbed wire deathmatch. It's just an exploding barbed wire deathmatch. It's just wrestling. You're just wrestling. Everything except wrestling with no. Everything is wrestling, and wrestling is gay sex. So therefore, by the transitive property, everything is gay sex. I love Zach's playing Tears of the Kingdom right now. I love Tears of the Kingdom, and 2 love watching Zach play Tears of the Kingdom. I really bounced off of Breath of the Wild. I think Breath of the Wild was kind of not bad. Tell Jada I can unmute now. There's going to be no more spoilers. I didn't think Breath of the Wild was bad, but Tears of the Kingdom gripped me so much more. Because I don't even know why I love Tears of the Kingdom so much more than I love Breath of the Wild. Don't worry, there's going to be no more story spoilers. I'm just talking about the general vibe of the game now. Maybe it's the building mechanics, maybe it's the inclusion of like the extra layers of the map, maybe it's the fucking caves. Breath of the Wild didn't have caves. Maybe it's all of those, maybe it's none of those. You're really, really all in on the hostile architecture of Lumiose. But yeah, like Tears just gripped me in a way that Wild did not. It's up there with Wind Waker as my favorite Zelda question mark. Let me have a look at something else. Wild area. Is there a logo or anything? No, Wild Zone. Sorry, silly me. Not a wild area. Stupid. Wild Zone. Legally distinct entity. Wild and subject of the Wild. Does anyone know how like its entire development plan is always planned for Wii U when it came out? They had no yeah. It's insane. But then they did the same thing with Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess is a GameCube game. Twilight Princess is a GameCube game in all but the fact that it was released on the Wii. It was built for the GameCube. Wild Zones don't have any iconography apart from the Pentagon. So I've got an idea. If we breaking apart anything, it's starting to look a little bit like a guy. So fucking, I'm annoyed at how fucking good that is. Let's go back to Phalanx. Show me Phalanx's Troze sprite. Phalanx wasn't in Troze. Phalanx doesn't have a Troze sprite. Shit. Yeah, there might be something in the shield or the face of Phalanx. Phalanx looks like the anti-pigeon thingy. Anti-pigeon thingy? Okay. Maybe Phalanx is not the right. Yeah. That background music did slap. This is just fucking chill hop music. I've got a real soft spot for chill hop. Maybe because they are Fist of Justice, we need to look at the most fistical Pokemon, which I think is a Machamp. The most fistical. You know, you're fistical. It's like mystical, but with more punching. And I think Machamp is the most fistical because it's like 4 of them. That's like the most fist per Pokemon. Find me a Pokemon with more fist than Machamp. The answer is Eternamax Eternatus. But because that's like all fist. That's like all fist. It's just a fist. I'm forgetting on his face is just fit. It's just Eternamax Gigantor. Eternamax Eternatus. It's just a big hand, isn't it? What is a okay? Give me a Gen 6 fighting Pokemon. Does such thing exist? Pancham? Pancham might be something. Because Pancham is... If you look at where Pancham appears in the Pokemon Zap, it's like very early on Wild Zone 3. Pancham sounds like Pancham does a lot of things sound like an English term. Like Pancham, it's very early on. It is a little bit French WWF. What if we based it around Mega Starmie? What if we based it around they gave Starmie sexy legs? What if we just did that? What is the most common Pokemon in... What is the most common Pokemon in like Wild Zone 1? Give me Wild Zone 1. Because I think if we base it around a very... Is Fletchling Gen 6? In the Pokemon Center there's an alt 30th anniversary logo and it's 25th with the 30. That's... Yeah, common for the people. Like, if you look at the RSPB, I don't know what bird that is because I don't do birds, but that's probably a really common bird. These guys, you got bird, you got fish, you got pig, you got crab, just common ass animals. I think for a charity that forges connections between Pokemon and people, we need a common everyday Pokemon, right? Fletchling. Like maybe Fletchling. I don't... It's not very... Maybe a Litleo? Is Litleo a Gen 6? Yeah, maybe a Litleo. I don't know, like Fist of Justice is very like strong. I'm torn. It's the name. The name is kind of colliding with the aims of the org. Like, do we want something that is strong like a fist? Or do we want something... Or do we want something that is more common with the aims of the charity? Because the charity's aim is to unite people in Pokemon. So with that in mind, I would choose a rather common... With that in mind, I would choose a rather common Pokemon. Like maybe Fletchling, maybe Flabebe. Strong Himbo's final Pokemon is Phalanx. which is how we ended up with Phalanx. Specifically, he has the Mega Phalanx. So we could... Again, let's grab this Phalanx. The problem, again, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to upset Bastard, but I'm going to say it again. The problem is it looks like his face looks like our butt. So we've got the outline of Lumios. I don't know if that's anything. We've got the outline of Lumios with the star in the middle. I'm going to save. I've not done anything. I'll be honest. I've not done anything worth saving yet. But I will make the save while I'm here. Streaming. Wheel. Fist of Just Ice. Maybe we do an ice type Pokemon because it's a Fist of Just Ice, and all they care about is saving the ice type Pokemon. Phalanx and Fletchling. There's a thought. Let's grab a Fletchling. So Fletchling's most iconic thing is its eye with the little triangle out, right? That goes without saying. A Fister and a Just. So let's try and get something with this. If there's anything in this. This might be nothing. Just you are just saying words, but I appreciate you just saying words because that again, I'm gonna be honest with you, kind of my job as well. All I'm doing is saying words, but I've also got a microphone. And there is inherent power in holding a microphone. It's amazing what you can make people do when you're on stage with a microphone. Machamp with a Fletchling in one hand. That, very, very complex. Not sure if it would work for a logo, but it's very complex. Let's so we've got now this little conflagration looks like a bird in itself. But get this. Let's flippity dippity on that so I can get a smaller version for the eyeball. The fucking. Just go over there. Don't care if you're isolated. Just go over there. Right. Let's grab one of these shapes. Let's just move the fucking. Move you out the way. Let's grab all of. Where's the fucking doodles? Right. Pull you all in so I can see you. We're gonna move the fletchy boy out of the way. So I don't know if this is anything, but that is the most iconic part of the Fletchling. This is a bird made out of birds. I think I said earlier that I'm making bangers, but I'm like hitting a wall right now. Gamers. Bastard. Talk to me. You've got an idea. Talk to me. I'm waiting. I'm holding on. I'm on tenterhooks, as they say. Tell me your brilliant idea. I'm eagerly awaiting what that brilliant idea may be. Phalanx's helmet crest looks like Fletchling looking down with little Bob. I was thinking like the helmet crest thing might be something. Because the helmet crest, like this shape, is, let's whack some circles together so we can get a nice version of this on the go. Make it a little bit fatter. And the normal one. These two do have cohesive shapes. Like there is some cohesive shapes between the two. Like the normal crest kind of looks like that on the back of the phalanx. Like the phalanx's head is here and its butt is here, and there's loads of inner line. They're both very circles and triangles. And Lumiose is also circles and triangles because it's a circle made out of these like pie sliced triangles. I like that the front guy has a little notch taken out of his shield. Is that anything that we can use, do you think? Like again, it's circles and triangles, circles and triangles, circles and triangles. Like there's a little notch taken out of the shield. Like, ugh. Just kind of like that. And like that's a I don't know about you, but that's like a visually pleasing shape to me. It's like there's a smaller notch. It's a wider notch. It is good shape. I was doing a photo version of what's that thing where you can put wooden shapes together to make a bigger shape, like a square about tangrams? Tangrams, I believe, maybe? What are you talking about? Right. Idea forming. We're doing a really fucked up. We are doing kind of a really fucked up tangram. Is this and anything? We are like under the constraints of the challenge, just being told to just fucking go is really uniquely challenging in a way that I have never had to do under any other circumstances. Have we just done TF2 again? Simplify this down, and then simplify is a really fucking good button. Just boils shit down to its like as few points as possible. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you gotta go in and manually delete some points like this. And where else are there some straight points? There's a straight point. And oh, you got any straight points? Straight points. Straight points. Ooh, there's a straight point over there. Straight point over there. There is definitely something to this. There is definitely something to this. I need to sort of play with it in its in its natural form a bit. Let's get rid of the circle. Let's get rid of the circle. The circle's not needed. The circle's not needed. This. Problem is, it's getting the. Let's make this. And now let's rotate a lot of them. Now they are in sync with each other, I think. Now we tilted a little bit just to make one go on the bottom. There's something to this. It's Lumios. It's Phalanx's shield. There's something here. Just need to unearth it. Maybe we take away the star? The star might be too much. Maybe we go back to the circle. I think the star is too much in the center. I think we do all of this, and then we get rid of these. The star, I think, was too much too fast. But simplify. No, fuck off. Don't move. I did not tell you to move. If I want you to move, I will tell you to move. But you were not told to move. Right. Let's draw another triangle from the base now. And let's have it literally just be as big as we need it with none of the big overhang. Because I think there is something to this idea. I just think, again, we need to unearth it. So the notch isn't very big, but it is very wide. So if we have it like that, sort of encroaching on that bit, and then we rotate by that much. So that version, so that thing is on the bottom. Each of these is 72. So if we rotate by minus 72 times 2, that much, then just pop all that. Again, it's a bit Team Fortress. What are you? Oh, gross, gross. What are you? Get out of here. Horrible piece. You horrible piece, you. And then you simplify. Thank you. Oh. Right. Sometimes things are just going to be a tip. It's ended up looking a little bit flowery. If we round off the corners, it looks a little bit flowery, which is, you know, flower. I don't think I like it anymore, though. Don't think I like it anymore. Which is I definitely don't like it as much as this. And this is the improvement. Like we've got to improve on this. Because if we're not improving on this, what's the point? And this, I don't think is an improvement on this. I mean, we can pointy it up. Gamers. I'm struggling with this one. I gotta be honest with you. Maybe I gave up all of my like graphic design juice in the like work days that I've been doing, because this is rough. Show me more about the Fist of Justice. Where is the Fist of Justice? Because again, like, just to show you what I mean with the link to space looks like an ass. Like, if I like, that's a bot. That's a bot. Hey Jacob, welcome. How you doing? We are we're in the pit. We're in the pit. We're trying to make a logo for a new logo for the Fist of Justice. It's not going fantastically well. But yeah, all memes and you want it to look like a bot, like, look, I'm just calling it as I see it. All like memes and bits aside, I know that it is an often joked on thing, but I mean it when I say graphic design is my passion. And I'm glad that you think so too. Right, let's like the easiest thing. I've said right, the easiest thing would be to blank so many times this stream, and all of them have just looked like utter shite. So maybe if I keep saying it, it'll be right one day. But we could do like a phalanx type thing. Expand that. I said, let's expand that. Why are you not expanding? Fucking expand. Thank you. If we that. That doesn't look Lumia City, but we put phalanx in the middle. Like, we could go for like an angrier type thing if we want to go. I'm trying to emulate the eyes on the phalanx. Going too well. It's not going so hot. They are rounded though, so maybe I'll round it out. We'll just round out this one and this one. Eliminate some points from this. The eyes kind of oblong. The eyes are a bit too short. Yeah, the eyes are longer than I drew them. About that proportion. Blow that up. And then by, let's give it a big chunky so it's visible at smaller sizes. And then boom. Better. But exactly, I'm trying to get this sort of like very much stylized the phalanx eyes. This has not been a incredibly successful design sesh so far. It's butt. It's just giving me butt. Like this, I'll be honest, this has not been an incredibly fruitful design search. I've had a little bit of an issue with idea generation, but that's just something that is an issue of mine. It's not a butt you just want to see a butt. Maybe I do just want to see a butt. Is that a crime? What is the crime here? This is something democracy manifests. Even me, ideas guy. You are usually my ideas guy. Again, part of the charm of this series is knowing when to like throw the towel and go, you know what, actually, the original was great. So maybe we're getting to that point where we just have to throw in the towel. All we have is circles and triangles. And that's not much to go on. And we can't just make it a butthole. Usually when we panic, we just make it a butthole. But we can't make this one a butthole. This is not a buttholey logo. It's not a tall tech company. So we can't just make it a butthole. We can just make it a butt, though. Lumia City is kind of a butthole city. You're not wrong. More like Lumio's shitty. It's so right. Nah, that's too like Night Guard bullshit. Gamers, I am struggling. I don't know. This has been an unmitigated disaster of a return to the wheel, man. Sometimes the wheel just fucks you. Sometimes the guy that runs a fucking graphic design business as a fucking job can't make a good fucking logo, come up with a good fucking idea. Because the crux of it is it's Lumiose City. It's Lumiose City. It's Wild Zones. The wheel looked like Cybertron. The Cybertron from Transformers. I'm not familiar with Cybertron. I'm not a Transformers guy. I don't want a black screen. Show me Cybertron. Fine, don't show me fucking Cybertron. Go back. Thank you. So our super simplified Lumia City is that. Fuck your Cybertron. I don't get a Cybertron apparently. No Cybertrons for me. Oh, Cybertron's a planet. I thought it was a guy. I thought it was a guy or like I see it, big strap in the middle. I see it. Like in ZA, the most common problem in that area. What is the most common problem in the area? Is the wild zones. The whole thing they're trying to do is get rid of the wild zones. Wild zones is pentagons. Yeah, Pokemon aren't a problem. Okay, so yeah, sorry. Most common Pokemon in the area. Okay, that's why we went with the Fletchling. Maybe. Where's Go-Go? Go. Not Go-Gat. Give me Go-Goat. Give me Go-Goat. Half a link to half Fletchling, circles and triangles. We're back to circles and triangles. Give me Go-Goat from dead on, please. I want a Go-Goat from front. I want a front-facing Go-Goat. Gotta be a front-facing Go-Goat somewhere. Because if we can do like Pokemon, fun fact, I've only played one Pokemon game in my life. Pokemon X on the 3DS, the animated Saturday. This is a thing based on ZA, which is the sequel to X. What about the Pokemon in the Hat? As though the other ones didn't think. Pokemon in the Hat is one specific kind of Furfur. Go-Go is just the Yalvabochen, but Lumiose is France. But Lumiose is France. Yalvabochen, is that the Yalva goat that keeps fucking dying? Because you're not right. You're not wrong. Yavlabochen, not Yalvabochen. Right, I like Go-Go as to me, Go-Go is a symbol of Lumiose. Maybe it's the Go-Go is the Swedish transplant. Maybe it's just because I like Rams. It's text speak. Hey, it's text speak through the movie. Got to speak to somebody who hasn't seen it. If you're not a fan of Pokemon, then I don't know if you'll get much from it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Detective Pikachu. I thought it was a fun movie. It does do something that I really, really hate with its use of the villain. Like his arc. His arc does kind of boil down to, I wouldn't be evil if it weren't for this infernal wheelchair, which is something I hate so much in media. But other than that, the film's okay. The villain, absolute dog water. Because of his, like, I wouldn't be evil if it weren't for this infernal chair, which is my least favorite trope in media. But like, Pokemon are neat. Like the villain for I never saw Incredibles 2. Yeah, good movie, entertaining movie. I watched it in cinemas. I've got it on Blu-ray. I watched it on a plane back from Barbados recently. Worth a watch. If you're a fan of Pokemon, it's worth a watch. The Mr. Mime scene is kind of fucked up, but really fun. God, I am really fucking shitting this. Incredibles 3? Incredibles 3? I never saw Incredibles 2. Is Incredibles 2 worth a watch? I don't know if I've seen Incredibles 1, you know? I don't know if I've seen Incredibles 1. I thought you were really excited about Incredibles. I thought you would just have massive Incredibles head. Incredibles 2 is good. Demo, please shoot me your idea. I'm struggling right now. We need a good ideas guy, and you are good guys. Hit me with that good idea. What's Ivor's like? Incredibles really good. I reckon watching the Fat Texture on DVD. Like, okay, that's one of my big things about moving to streaming. We've lost DVD extras. We've lost the DVD extra. And I love DVD extras. You know, looking at this guy, looking at this motherfucker, I did not think he was gonna have a phalanx. I thought he was gonna have a Embor, because Mega Embor looks like this. Like this same guy, same picture. Bastard, you think everyone looks like a lesbian? But yeah, maybe we do something with Megas. Thing on Discord because I do a diagram. Let me hit that Discord so I can see that diagram. Maybe we do something with Megastones. Maybe that's an idea. I do not think everyone looks like lesbians, just a lot of people they do. Right, is your favorite member of Team Rocket? Mine is Meowth. You did spell it right. I do enjoy a Meow. Who is my favorite member of Team Rocket? Let me see some Team Rocket members. Obviously the Team Rocket trio. Team Rocket, give me members, please. Members, other members. Thank you. I do like Giovanni. James, love James. Demo, that idea fucking whips. Demo, that look. I'm gonna go over here so I can open my DMs and show y'all that idea, because that fucking whips. I'm grabbing it now. I was like, when I was trying to draw the Go-Goat horns, I had this kind of thing in mind, but I just couldn't connect the pieces. You have expertly connected those pieces. That is a Duff Beer. You can order one using the channel point redeems. You can order a random drink or order a specific drink. If you use exclamation mark menu, you can see the full menu. The Duff Beer is on our menu. Got a lot of cool stuff in our bar. Also, we also have Slurm. If you're a fan of Futurama, we have Slurm. Right, let's show the world this absolute banger. That I was looking at Go-Goat's horns, and I was like, this is maybe this is something, but this, look at that. That's fucking Fist of Justice right there. That whips ass. I cannot do better than that. So I'm just going to make that. I'm just going to make that. That whips ass. That's so good. It's so good. It like stylizes the Go-Goat horns, but in such a good way. Like, I was trying to style them out. Styling them in makes like the shape of a heart, which is very, very good. So I'm just gonna like fucking focus in and try and like recreate this in a way that does it some kind of justice. Let's. Yeah, this is such a fucking good idea. Let's give me this. Give me a stroke on it so I can see it. Thank you. I'm not going to trace it. I'm going to sort of use it as sort of guides to. Basically, I'm using it to help draw the go-go horns because these are such a wank angle. And I couldn't find the go-go horns at a better angle. You're a wank angle. Let's pull that a little bit up. And then... My pen tool use is so bad. I'm so fucking bad with the pen tool. Like, look at this weird like lump. That's the reason why it's a stress. I struggle to call myself an artist. Just because there's like a lot of people consider graphic design to not be an art. Because you're doing it for like, like I don't think anyone would consider this like fully tracing as long as I didn't just like, you know, draw the right fucking over it. A lot of people don't consider graphic design to be an art. Like I am still in the, and yeah, I was about to say tracing also has like, if you are learning, tracing is completely excusable. Yeah, a lot of graphic designers don't consider graphic design to be an art because it's not made with. I'm just gonna put a little kink in there. Yeah, a lot of people don't consider graphic design to be an art just because it's not about like expression of emotion. It's not about like expression of idea. It's very much it's like a communication tool. I'm sort of in two lines about the whole debate. I consider like what I do to be like there is an artistic skill to it. But grab that, flip reverse that, and that gives us this beautiful shape here. We need fattening up around here. The horns they get fatter and then they get thinner. So let's do fats and thins. No, not there. Maybe there. And then back down here. And then up. Getting the width right is sort of the difference between them looking like horns and just looking like wonky ass. Let's just pull. I just want to pull this. How do I just pull one side? How do I just pull one side? I just want to pull this side. No, don't get to pull one side. The more you know, you can pull out the classic dish flash shots. Again, I have no like. I know I'm in the art strategy. Sometimes my emotion is I want logo. Sometimes your emotion is you want logo. That's completely understandable. But yeah, I feel like this is a conversation that artists have. The graphic designers, have a fair bit. Like, does graphic design count as art? And I think I land on the camp that it does. Because there is an expression of a lot of things. Visual graphic art, like in the realm of like specifically, obviously like logo making, things like that. Like the camp is, again, because I don't really subscribe to the it's not art. I can't give a good argument on why it isn't, but it's really iffy. Like you talk to some like people that have been running graphic design studios for like longer than I have, and they're like, no, I'm not an artist. What the fuck are you talking about? Your art is everywhere. You have designed art that is being seen on shelves. On shelves, on posters, on billboards, like, and they're like, nah, it doesn't count as art. I'm like, it's fucking ridiculous. But I think some of it I think is an imposter syndrome type thing, where they don't see themselves as quote unquote real artists because they're not doing it for. They're not making art for art's sake. They're making art for money, for business. So with that in mind, I can kind of see where they're coming from. But I have sort of fallen on the line of I make art. It does get quite. It is what it is. Putting the spares up here while I work on the main one. This up here, this is my back button. I put a version of it up here, so that if I need to go back, I can. Yeah, I think it's a kind of an imposter syndrome type thing. But what it does get sort of it does get kind of difficult when I try and join a lot of artist communities, because online, especially when people say artist, and I've had this rant before on this channel, and I know I have. When people say artist, they mean illustrator. 9 times out of 10, when people say artist, they mean illustrator. So when I join like art communities, and all of the like conversation, all of the tools, all of the resources are just for illustrators, I feel a little bit misplaced. I feel a little bit like I don't belong there. Because obviously this is my main thing. I also make pins, I make badges, I fucking make candles now. But most people, when they say artist, when they hear artist online, they think illustrator. And that kind of sucks. You think artists should be allowed to draw characters that are copyrighted for commission money? It's what artists do. I think artists should be allowed to draw copyright characters. 100%. I think so many copyrighted works would not be as well known and as popular as they were without the use of fan artists. And I think any company, any franchise that doesn't understand that is grossly and woefully mistaken. Also, copyright law is dumb. Next question. Let's continue. Where are we? It is surprisingly divisive topic. Like, I don't know many fan artists that will go like, I don't draw. I don't know many like artists that will like refuse to draw copyright characters. Fanworks make fucking fandoms. Again, like how many properties would be so much bigger than they would be because of the fandom associated with them. Why can I never fucking find it? Why do I never remember what the fucking scissor tool is? Or is it the knife? I can never remember which one I need. I think it's the scissors. I think I need the scissor tool because I'm trying to chop up this into its constituent lines. But yeah, like look at fucking Undertale. Undertale, while we can agree it's a fantastic game, would not be as nearly as big, nearly as well known, nearly as revered, if not for the fan creations that came out of that franchise. Fake graphic artist, can't find the medium, can't find this as a function. It's so true, so true. Let's put another fill on this. Give me that white fill and offset that white fill so I can act as a cutout, just so I know where I'm working. Hello. Give me that fill. You gonna offset that fill for me? No. No, not gonna offset that path for me. No. Weird. Oh, is it a layers thing? Is it a layers problem? Group up. I want to see you grouped up. Yes, it is a layers problem. Cool. Thank you. Right. Now I can see where I should be cutting out. I don't agree with Undertale. I'm currently on my first playthrough in Undertale. Yeah, like Undertale would not be what it is today without the fan art, the AUs, the love that the fans of that game poured into it. Like they would not. Obviously, Undertale is fantastic, and I'm not saying the only reason that it's big is because of its. If anything, from a business standpoint, it's free advertising. Like, I don't understand people that say like, oh, it's like people buying Fanworks aren't buying real merch. No, but they're seeing your property everywhere. They're seeing your property in so many places. What is the best way to make all of these move outwards from a single point? What is the best way? A lot of graphic design is knowing what you want to do and not knowing how to make the tools do that. What is the best way to make all of these sort of move out from the center point? Is there some kind of like, is there a move that will just do that? Transform, move. If this was AutoCAD, I could have like, the right way would have been to set up a pattern of some variety, but I didn't do that because I'm dumb. So what I'm gonna do is, like the way to do this would have been to set up a radial pattern, I think. Yeah, let's go pattern make. No, not radial pattern. Radial repeat, I think, is what I want. These aren't tools that I use very often. Illustrator does so many things. Radial repeat. There. Ooh, didn't want a radial. That did look pretty nifty. Radial repeat. The whole thing is not what I want. 1, 2, 3. No, we want the whole circle, but we only want 5 copies. 5 copies, please. 5 instances, and we want them. Sorry, we want 4 instances because the original counts as an instance. I forget that. Well, this is because of Pokemon. Like, yeah, like, welcome to these streams, dude. These streams, like, we've done logos for, like, the fun of these streams is taking the brief as seriously as I would a real client. So when we do things like, this is not just a thing from Pokemon. This is an animal liberation front in a metropolitan city. Majima Construction was a fantastic one because Majima Construction was a Majima Construction was what if we did a construction company in an upstart city that is like trying, you know, like the fun is taking it seriously. Great, I took my fan art seriously, was my original work, and like this is kind of practice. Yeah, the fucking I'll bring up the. Let me get this bang bob on 90 degrees. I'll bring up the Majima Construction because it did fucking whip ass. I'm gonna be completely 100. It is fantastic. Make this a little thicker, and then. And then give me a second instance of it that we will then that looks really good. That looks so good. I want to edit the this to maybe, yeah, that's the one. Like that. You've got the inward circle. The inward circles hones in on the idea that the wild zones are repressive by making the inside of them feel claustrophobic. Leave that a little bigger, a little higher up, and let's go back into this. Round that off, just so it doesn't cut into that. Kind of looks like an insect face. It does kind of look like an insect face. Let's center everything up. Oh, not like that. These are a little bit wonky. So let's go put a copy of it over here so I don't lose it. And then let's expand both of these. So now that they are just shapes. Nintendo trademarks everything, it's just the fuck. Do you know Nintendo trademarks the Pokemon the Pokemon design? Like, I know they tried to trademark like swiping to catch Pokemon, which is such fucking bullshit. Like, you wouldn't believe. They're just like they just trademark shit so that like they will trademark shit because they have a specific guy that they have made their enemy today. It's such petty bullshit. But yeah, like Like it's not because they have anything that they want to actively protect. It's literally because they are worried that somebody is going to eat up a portion of their market. And I would consider how Nintendo treats their patent troll. I would consider them patent troll. Because I don't see what claim they like, how they can like lay claim onto specific parts of the franchise of what they do, but not other bits, and just seem to like enforce it when it is like a good day. Like it's so patent troll. Nintendo is the other argument for can people draw the copyright things money because they're just massive pricks. They are just massive pricks. Like, yeah, like putting like sending fucking like the joke of sending Nintendo ninjas. Like that's a joke for a reason, because they fucking actually did that to somebody. Which is insane. Like it's ridiculous, which is where we get the if you know of a really good fan game, shut the fuck up about it, because we have to shut the fuck up about it, because otherwise the fucking Nintendo ninjas come and get it. I don't like this. Once we're in cleanup phase, I need to fix. I don't like this either. Why is it wonky? Why is the top wonky? Tell you what I'm gonna do. Can't fix it. Call it intentional. Doug Bowser is retired. Doug Bowser is retired. Gary Bowser, different guy. I need to expand these as well. Expand! And you too, expand! Yeah, like, for real. Fuck Nintendo. Why is... Right, cool. I need to expand you as well, thank you. And now I can start cutting. Shape builder, my best friend for shape builder. And I'm gonna clean up this edge, because it's a bit wank. Yeah, like I saw I was watching Peach Owl. Shout out Peach Owl. Anyone that doesn't know Peach Owl, go watch Peach Owl. I was watching a Peach Owl Daily, and he was asked what his opinions of Pokemon Champions are. And this is a guy who like plays Pokemon professionally. Like that is his job. He's a Nuzlocke. He plays Pokemon games as a job. And this looks so fucking good. And his opinions on Champions were, why have we as a Pokemon fan base become so accustomed, become so okay with being delivered shite? That wasn't like how he said it, but that was what he meant. And he's true. Like Pokemon, I say I'm not in this discussion anymore. I don't really consider myself a fan of modern Pokemon. Pokemon gets away with so much shit that if any other video game franchise did, we would all go, this is unacceptable. But Pokemon gets away with it. Pokemon gets away with it because they're Pokemon and they can do no wrong. I'm gonna do one of my favorite tricks, which is see if roughening will make this look a little bit more. Gamers, where are we at with a little bit of texture? Where are we at with a little bit of texture on it? Make it a little bit rough and ready, making it feel a little bit kind of hand drawn. If we're going saving, if we're going with the sort of nature vibe, I feel like a little bit of rough and ready texture on it makes it look neat. Yeah, stamp kind of vibe. Let's find a font for it. My favorite bit. I've also just taken the colors off the Go-Go. They may not be the best shout, but Bits of Justice, that's not the right thing. It may not be the best shout for colors, but I think the Wild Zone's color is green, so I think having the thing being green is a good shout, and then just the black breaking through that, doubling down on the sort of go-goatness. Even if Super Mario, even if Cavi, even Star Fox, like fucking Star Fox, man. The Star Fox thing being announced with 3 minutes of warning, that's so fucking funny. I think game companies are allowed to let genuine dog shit slide far too much by their fans. Yeah, game companies, you're so right. Game companies are just allowed to, by their fans, are allowed to just let shit slide. Rockstar is another one. Like they treat their workers like dog shit. But they brought us Red Dead Redemption 2. They made us Red Dead Redemption 2. So everyone's like, they can do no harm. They can do no wrong. Fucking. I don't fuck with corporate loyalty. I don't fuck with. I do not consider myself a fan of companies. I cannot be a fan of a company because a company is an entity to make money. I am a fan of artists and I am a fan of pieces of art, which I know sounds very, but it's true, right? I'm a fan of pieces of art, not the companies that publish them. They only made the Star Fox game because Fox is in the Mario Galaxy movie and you can't change your mind of that. False. They put Star Fox in the Mario Galaxy movie so he was in everybody's heads so that when they announce the Star Fox game, people are more excited about it. Yeah, Star Fox in Mario Galaxy was basically a teaser trailer, a soft launch for Star Fox, the new Star Fox game. It was to make people care about Star Fox game. Because for the last fucking 15 years, the only people that have cared about Star Fox is Smash Brothers Melee players. RDR2 was a solid game, but it annoys me how some people like Arthur Morgan did the character of it. Yeah. It was them going, hey, remember this guy. Yeah, people act like Red Dead Redemption 2 is like the best written game of all time. People said the same thing about The Last of Us. And here's my hot take. People think The Last of Us has a really good story because it tells its story like a TV show, which is antithetical to creating good art, in my opinion. You should use the use the bits of your medium that are unique to your medium. Otherwise, why are you using that medium to tell your story? Like games like Disco Elysium, games like Nier Automata, those stories could not be told in other mediums because they use the elements of games that only games have to tell those stories. The Last of Us and Red Dead Redemption 2, they tell their stories to you in cutscenes, in dialogue between set pieces. There's very little of that story told to you through the bits of game. The game is just the gameplay of these games is just a way to get you from one story beat to another story beat, whereas the story should be integrated to the game itself. Do you think there'll be a third Mario movie? Definitely. There will definitely be a third Mario movie. The first one did exceptionally well. The second one did very well. There'll be a third one. There's also probably going to be a Donkey Kong movie. They're inevitably building to like some sort of Smash Brothers shared universe. I quite like this. They'll make they will make as many Mario movies as there is. They will keep beating that dead horse until it stops spitting out money. Citrus Gothic is the name of the font I use. But yeah, I getting very pretentious now. It'll be like Despicable Me. It's an Illumination Pictures film. Of course, it's going to be like Despicable Me. Although there are fewer Despicable Me movies than I thought they were, because those things are fucking everywhere. But there's only a handful of those bastards, you know. Citrus Gothic, you got them emo lemons, them OJ for cutie, you know, them Decemberists. Orange. I don't have anything for that. Can you tell I wasn't emo? Where's my citrus? Where's my citrus? Give me citrus. Give me that citrus. I want the whole family, please. I would like the whole family. With Citrus Gothic regular. I would like to add this font, please. It's like 3 main Despicable Me movies and then make more minis. I think like 2 Minions movies. 2 Minions movies, 3 Despicable Me movies. Like I thought there was gonna be way more. But yeah, they will make more Mario movies. They will fucking make an entire fucking they'll make an entire fucking Smash Brothers animated cinematic universe. I was talking about the medium of video games. Yeah. People should make games because they have a story to tell that can only be told in games. There's 4 Despicable Me movies and 3 Minions. Oh, there's more than there was last time I checked, but it still feels like there should be more. Hold up. This is. I'm gonna have to go through the fucking Adobe font for this one, which is so annoying. Sometimes this just happens and it won't install the font from inside the app. Citrus Gothic, add family. Add family, please. And then I gotta wait till I get a little pop-up. Wright and Co. Law officers. Oh, that's good shit. Last time we checked would be over 10 years ago. You think it was over 2 DMOs? It might have been. It might legit have been over 10 years ago. Where's my citrus? Give me my Citrus Gothic. I'll look for other fonts in the meantime, but I did kind of like Citrus Gothic. But yeah, I don't know how I got on the topic of my absolute wanky opinions on video games, but that is sort of it. I don't think you should. I don't think a good video game story is just a good TV story. I think there is a reason you are telling a story with a video game, and you should embrace that when you're making the game in the first place. You know? Otherwise, you might as well just make a movie or a book. There's a reason I'm doing this, by the way. I'm not just dicking around for the sake of dicking around. This is how I like to size my... get everything in proportion. Yeah, what are some of your favorite video game stories? This now looks really small because it was huge, but this is in my opinion well proportioned. What's the rough one on that? 1 point. Let's bump that up to 2. Bump that up to 13. Just 213 the corner, and then let's just whack this on here as well, just see how it looks. But yeah, like I said, some of my favorite video game stories, Disco Elysium, Nier Automata, just because those stories can only be told in video games. And I know they did adapt Nier Automata into an anime. I haven't seen it. I don't think it looked very good. Metal Gear rocks. Metal Gear rocks. And again, like, that's one of those games that can only be told in the form of a game. If Metal Gear was a book, it wouldn't be nearly as good a book as it would be a video game. In a group again. This is just me doing some alignment stuff so I can get this as a guide to size this up. It's there, and then the horns make this quite difficult to align properly, because the horns are a lot of dead space. But just a nice challenge. So we've got this logo, we've got this version of the logo. I want to do a badge. This is looking so good. This is Demo fucking saved the day once again. We love Demo. So glad to have Demo here. This is looking so fucking good, you guys. Pathologic 3 of love. I still need to get around to Pathologic. Zach really loves Pathologic. Zach responded to Pathologic the way I responded to Nier Automata, which is just, it's really nice to see someone have a response to a game that powerful. Like, I fucking adore watching people. I fucking adore watching people like find their shit in a way that, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. but like seeing people, especially people that are a little bit, people that are like, obviously, because I did a fucking Bachelor of Arts. I'm a fucking wanker when it comes to art. I'm an absolute fucking wanker. I have been called art snob before, both affectionately and seriously. And it's really nice to see people that you would not be able to call art snob find their shit. Miri's response to pathological ages introduced the right person who has the in-depth knowledge about it to explain to the shit wasn't getting anywhere and be deeply enjoyable. That's very cool. Love that. BA was badass. I am glad you think so. It does give me the ability to go to whenever I know someone that's doing a legitimately difficult like Bachelor of Science or whatever, I get the ability to go, oh, that's like a real degree. I remember I was talking to a wrestler friend of mine who his sister had just gone away to uni to do like a medicine degree, and I said, oh wow, that's like a legit real degree, to which he said, that is exactly what I said. And that's why I went, do you have a film degree too? Of course he did. Right, let's go into here, group these, add the same roughen up. It was a 2, a 13, absolute. Gamers. No, this is a little bit messy. A little bit messy. Let's clean this up. I'm just going to delete the text and have this like speak itself. Gamers. This has been fucking saved at the last minute, man. This was a disaster of a stream. And then we went down the go-go alley. Demo had this fucking banger idea. And here we are. It looks a little bit football team, but not in a way that I dislike. Fist of Justice. Fist of Justice. I'm so happy with how this turned out. All right, guys. Damn. Shout out Ruby of Codex Intro. I think everyone should check out that stuff. It's super awesome. I will do that. Fist of Justice. I'm really happy with this. I'm gonna do a little bit of expansion on it off stream. Do a little bit of a mock-up making and things like that. But I think I'm about ready to call it. An hour ago I was like, this sucks. I hate this. This was a mistake. And now fucking look at this. So fucking pleased with this. Righto. Let's do a little bit of wrap up. I'll be back. I might do a stream tomorrow. It is an off week, so no wrestling is silly. So there may be something, or I might do a wrestling is silly. It's up in the air. It's up in the air for tomorrow. But in the meantime, I'll be back on Monday for another long-term game. It may not be in Stars and Time. I think I might fall back onto Tunic, because I was in Stars and Time with its like turn-based combat is a little bit too slow-paced for me. But I will definitely be finishing the game. Do not worry about that. Yes, and of course we'll be, back next Wednesday, because this is of course a Wednesday. Back next Wednesday for more art streams. Thank you so much everybody for joining in. Thank you. Any lurkers that we've had, that would be any lurkers. We love a lurker. Anyone that's just hung around in the chat, Hey, it's Jacob, Bastard, Neil, Demo. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming and hanging out with me. It's so good to, have a community of cool people, of cool fucking people that will just watch me dick fuck around, and fail at making a logo for a long ass time. I am going to raid into... Who am I going to raid into? Oh, I know who I'm going to raid into. I'm going to raid into a channel called Wrestle Champs TV. They are doing a mystery wrestling watch along. Mystery wrestling is basically What If Wrestling Is Silly was a real life promotion. And it's my friend MJ from Waffly Bollocks and the Wrestle Chaps guys doing a watch along of mystery wrestling. If you don't enjoy live wrestling, you might enjoy mystery wrestling because it's goofy, it's comedy, it's fun, it's lovely. Let's go say hello to the Wrestle Chaps guys as soon as I can find their button on my thing. Hello button. No, I don't get a Wrestle Chaps button apparently. I'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Let's go say hello to them. Also follow Evoluno if you want mystery wrestling. But Wrestle Chaps is really cool, really sick dudes. All right, let's go say hello to Wrestle Chaps TV. Once again, I will push all of my things. Join our Stoat, or if you're slightly less cool, you can join our Discord. You can sign up to become a member on the Ko-fi, and if you sign up to the highest level for 2 months, you will get the official Jolly Roger beach towel, the Queer Buccaneer Jolly Roger beach towel, which is the stupidest thing that I'm ever going to make, and I love it so much. You can also buy my pins and candles. I have a candle that smells like Outer Wilds. It's so fucking delicious. All of that and more at nerdyqueer.com. Until next time, Buccaneer, Buckafar, wherever the book you are, I will see you in the next stream. Until then, love you, bye. Mwah.